No matter how small your space, there's always a way to stay organized, but that doesn't mean your solution can't also be stylish. Today's episode of the Home Depot's Weekend Project, we're going to give this mudroom a clever addition to help deal with everyday chaos. Now, instead of building everything from scratch, I've got an idea of how I can use some pre-made pieces in a custom way. So I'm off to the Home Depot to pick up supplies. The space we're working in today needs to function as a mudroom for this busy family. So I found an image online and I want to recreate something similar, but I need some storage, I need seating for taking off boots, and I want to incorporate a mirror into my design so that you can check your hair before you head out the door. So I'm going to pick up a bench that I know they sell here, I've seen it when I've been shopping before, and then I'm also going to incorporate a floating shelf on the wall and a mirror above that. I've picked up my mirror, the floating shelf, and the bench, but I still haven't figured out how I'm going to tie it all together on the wall. I'm hoping an associate here will have some suggestions for me. So Ray, what I'm hoping to do is create a front hall bench similar to this. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. And I've picked up a bench and a shelf and a mirror already, but I need to tie it all together when I install them on the wall, and I'm just sort of struggling on how I'm going to make that happen.
Okay, what I maybe suggest you could do to tie it all in is use some beadboard, and what it is, it's like wainscoting.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about it, it's got great texture, great structure to it. You can paint it, and then you can use some flat stock to go around it, and that sort of frames it all in.
All right, that sounds great. Let's go get some beadboard.
This way.
What we've done so far is installed a decorative beadboard from the height of the top of the baseboard all the way to the underside of this board, which is going to support our decorative hooks we're going to run along here that'll take coats and bags. If you install the hooks straight into your drywall, they'll just rip out. We finished attaching our floating shelf, and now we're ready to adhere the mirror to the wall. It's covered in mastic on the back, so we really want to make sure that we're not installing it off center. So I'm just double checking with my framing material, and it looks good, so we're ready to go. So now we're installing the decorative hardware. You'll notice I'm not centering it on this piece of wood. I'm actually dropping it down nice and low, and that's going to allow for clearance for people who are hooking coats and bags on top. Detail that the beadboard brings to this piece. It adds visual interest and it has a bit of a classic look. But at the same time, we've balanced that by using a more modern flat stock. That frames the whole thing in this nice, fresh, crisp line and actually reflects the geometry that you're seeing in the shelf. This project was inspired by an image I found on the internet, but I didn't try to replicate it exactly. I took the aspects of the look and the function that I liked, and I worked from there. If you're inspired to add something specific to your space, don't assume you have to find that exact piece or have something made to match it. By mixing pre-made items with your own custom details, you can come up with something even better.